Okay, what up? What up? Textiles is in the building. I really wasn't gonna do this video because I really want to focus on sports betting. Shout out Daily Spread Podcast in the building. And yet I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it because it's gonna be on my brain. I just want to get it out. One day maybe I'll eventually like streamline this page so that way, all of this quirky stuff is on like a channel or something like that. I was watching this dude Donut. Yeah, he's out in Hollywood or from Hollywood or resides in Hollywood. Not sure where he is right now. But he just had a live. Right? None of these are it. All right, this one. So I said I'm gonna do a reaction video to this live because a lot of the stuff he was saying in it, I wanted to elaborate on, much like a video that I did a couple of weeks ago where I wanted to elaborate on some things. I was like, he doesn't have it set up to where like people gonna come up there and talk. He's just going off and so forth and so on. So I said, let me just come on and just chat real quick. And yeah, so react.
And what make it so bad is she linked up with the white content creators to perpetuate her narrative and agenda. That's crazy. Y'all make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the Denot Show. Greatly appreciate you guys. All right. Jaguar Wright is definitely on Jay-Z, Diddy neck. And you wonder why. You wonder why. Well, I had to evaluate myself first to figure this out, right? I was like, Denot, you've been in Hollywood for a decade plus. People stole intellectual property from you. It's easy for me to just blurt out certain things that I know, certain things that I've seen at different parties, or even things that I've heard about different people, secondhand knowledge, which is what Jaguar Wright do. Let's be clear.
I've been to Hollywood, but I've never been in Hollywood, so to speak. I could say the same. Like you be around celebrities and you see stuff, you can say stuff, you know. So yeah, I mean, no lies here, no lies detected.
And because I'm still in Hollywood, I don't prioritize putting people out like that. But she's on their neck. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be talking about Rihanna, Foxy Brown, and Jay-Z. Rihanna and Jay-Z. Why Jaguar Wright has an issue with Jay-Z and overall the entire industry, and any questions and concerns that you guys may or may not have. Full.
All right, mind you, this is not me like on Jaguar neck or anything like that. But I also agree with what he said too. Like, she is not the first to like bring this out. I'm not saying she said that she is, but a lot of people's like, yo, you see, Papa Jaguar, Jaguar. I'm like, yo, Wendy Williams was outside running her mouth about things. Not saying that it's true, right? Because I know a lot of people like, oh man, you from Brooklyn and you like already like, yo, Jay-Z. And I'm like, yo, are we seeing a ritual in real time? Is this 30-year thing that this dude Donut mentioned earlier, is this really real? Is that joint real? And the reason why I asked that, we're gonna get back to that in just a moment, because it's something that I looked up when he said that about that, right? Because it's like, yo, if this is real, what I usually do with things is I'll put them to the test myself. I don't wait for anybody to give me their proofs. I go and do some homework, and if I see something that correlates, I'm like, oh, we might have something here. So let's go.
Disclosure: I have a Hollywood resume that is more up to date than Jaguar Wright. I was not a background singer, so I don't have that. That's almost like being a background actor which is a nobody, honestly. But you know, I've been on quite a few commercial sets, movie, TV sets, and met quite a few
I was
different
just
people.
shot
Been
at
to quite a
Tampa.
few different parties. So I'm your source for Hollywood. I have more credibility than most YouTubers because they've never attempted or even have the confidence to embark on a journey in Hollywood. Okay, right now I'm enjoying my vacation in Brazil. It is Monday night, and so that means it's kind of slow out, but all weekend I've been partying very, very hard. Okay, and I got me a caparia. Caparia is a specific drink in Brazil. I'm gonna get me some Brazilian liquor and bring it back to American with me. Okay. What's up? Shout out to you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hi, Keish. How you doing? Hope it's not too late. My family and I really enjoy your channel a lot. Thank you for the hard work, and we hope you're doing well. Thank you. I appreciate you. You have a very weird name, so I'm not going to repeat that because of allegations. Just allegations. These are allegations in criminal court, not, excuse me, civil court, not criminal court. You know, and I did take a little moment to read that dissertation that Jay-Z put out saying that how dare anybody claim him of messing with a 13-year-old girl, and that he will never do that because he has a daughter the same age. It reminds me of things that Tisa Tell said. And obviously we're not trying to give her clout or credibility, but really and truthfully, Tisa Tell created a couple of videos saying that Jay-Z was meeting with lawyers, that Beyonce was separating her assets from Jay-Z, and et cetera, and et cetera. And then Tina Knowles like the post calling Jay-Z a rapist and a P word. Then all of a sudden she's coming out saying that her account was hacked.
Oh shit. That chick did post that. That chick. Tisa Tells. Salute to Tisa Tell. I do remember that. I haven't watched that channel in a minute, Tisa Tells, but she did post that. She did. She was saying that. Well, so that is interesting. Now I know B Haven says in the video that he put up earlier, nah, he don't believe it. He don't think that it's true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think it's a setup or whatever. Again, to me now, if it's a setup to me, it doesn't tie into that 30-year thing. Right? Not saying that he's not good, because I know some of y'all, I don't want nobody coming at me crazy. Saying, why are you trying to? No, what I'm saying is dirt and the industry run hand in hand. So dirt and the industry run hand in hand. Do they pick and choose who they want to throw the dirt on? And does that correlate to a 30-year span of time? So what would be 30 years from 30 years, 94? 94? Would that be 30 years? 94, 2004, 2014, 2002. 94 would be 30 years. Oh, man. All right, so let's play this some more of this video because I want to get to where he said the 30 years joint, because I don't want to be here forever with this. I got other stuff to do in my life, and I'm sure you got other stuff to do. And like they even said, we got to focus on what we got to do in life for real. This ain't pertaining to us. This is not in our hands. And more we focus on this, the more we don't focus on ours, right? Freeze, Sub-Zero. I watched some of his video today too on Sub-Zero News. I gotta go subscribe to Sub-Zero if you're not already subscribed, and tune in and tap in for that OG info. Real, you know, he gets to it, and he said something clutch. And in my introduction of him, losing my train of thought regarding it, right? But it's dealing with distraction. It's dealing with distraction. Same like I was saying that the Haven was talking about distraction. If you get distraction, you gotta focus on what you got going on, right? Like some people use the scriptures and they say we wrestle not against principalities, right? Or some spiritual warfare thing going on. All right, so let me this down. Let me that 30 years thing, right? Jay, let me open up this for y'all. All right. So this is real time homework. Holy shit. So 94. This is when this came out. Clark Kent. Clark Kent just passed away. I didn't expect it. They say when you look for something, you won't find it. Yeah, I don't own the rights to this music. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Quick story about this record. Back in the days, how could I word this? I was like one of the, I've said this on this video before. I was known for always having the fire music on deck. Always finding the newest, hottest music to the point where they name it Ear to the Streets. Right? That's why I'm gonna have the Ear to the Streets HD channel. If I don't have it up, it's probably just got to do this on there and just log into that probably. But it doesn't matter to me. When I met him, this song was out. So I met Jay-Z, and this song was the song that was out. It was this song that was out when I met this dude. And nobody knew this right there, right? Like, I mean, if you watch Video Music Box, you was in tune. I bought the tape. I bought the tape of this record. And I used to jam to this record all day long. I can't get with that. I gotta get with this, never miss. So I hit him like that. That's what I knew it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, oh,
Check it, yeah. Check it out. Got it.
I want to be one. I'm gonna think about Frame God, Step on the Concrete.
Yeah. Check it out.
CD in. I had man, it's crazy. They had a CD. I had the tape of this joint. They got this.
I can't get with that. I gotta keep it thick, never miss. So I hit them like this. I can't get with that. I gotta keep it thick, never miss. So I hit them like this.
Set it down. Give it the fuck now. That's I think that's I'm not gonna stop till I remember his name. Sauce Money, right? And I think this is Biggs. I could be mistaken though. But that look like Biggs and that look like Sausage, kind of sort of.
The track my fat, I rip it the fuck down. One in the fluke, I'm wrecking this shit. So what now? With so many public fighting, it's hard to detect to I beat. Well, check out the J, check out the A, check out the Y. Z, original rap, I'm making it slap. I'm hemming it up like that, stinging and striking and swinging it fat. Bring it back, I be back, nigga, with a cat, boom, clack. Don't ever sweat it when I go, right soon back. Better than ever, never better, you better, whatever. I suggest the next slack, so now to get your shit together. I give you a snotty nose from body blows. Nobody say better party, even get.
Everybody goes, adios. So I remember this record, bro, big, because this was like one of my favorite records. And then on the other side, it was this record. This is crazy though. This is really nuts. This is really making me think now. Is this the one? I think this is the one. Of course, there's gonna be a commercial.
If you have to ask why,
McDonald's commercial. All right, we don't want to send this music again. It's a fair use only. I'm getting to a point. I'm kind of dragging it. I'm getting to a point. I want to get to my point. I got some notes here, so I shouldn't veer too far off of the points. Oh man, here we go.
This song here
Yeah.
is dedicated to Danny Dan.
Crazy.
May he rest in peace. Who at his funeral left us with the words that he did it his way. So I have no other choice but to do it my way. While brothers are shooting stupid, I'm carefully plotting ways to make it right and well play hits until you're long forgotten. For brothers that utilize my style don't hurt me. Cause on the low, half of these rappers in the biz want to work for me. Now picture me standing on somebody's block trying to rock. I drop bombs and fools see me with that dough by 8 o'clock. My feet never touch the concrete, just reach sweet rewards while you're staring on my yacht. Yeah, give me yours. I don't hassle with capsules cause that don't make the grass grow. And get the project, people pay from the get-go. If I'm a risk of frisk getting my wrist wrapped up and still, I'm out here trying to make a meal. My thing is
Real for real. In my lifetime. So this is what was going on in 94. So is the time up on the deal? Is there a deal? Like how, like what do you mean by the deal? I don't know what the deal is. Whatever the deal means to you. Because what it means to me is something I can't interpolate. I mean, they don't think I could explain it. Should I give it a try? What would be the deal? What would be the deal? The deal would be you can flourish in our world, young man. Going back to Noriega, how about we do that? How about we do that? Nori Lador. Everybody know this video, right? You know this video, right? Okay, there's this long version and a short version, isn't there? Well, this is the 2-minute one here. Let's play the 2-minute one. Is there commercials and all that? Probably. Okay, no, there's not. So, salute to Mugen and Sensei. Again, we don't own the rights to this. This is just fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, so here goes Nori.
It's a level of success where it's a door. It's a door.
And look at his hands. Is he saying something with his hands?
When you play,
When he's doing this, that's saying something. Is that saying something? You know you. Oh man. Just saying. You seen the video, Nori got to blow out the candles.
getting 50,000 a show, I've been there. There's a door that you could walk in. I'm not sure if it's homo or if it's Illuminati. I just didn't take that though. I went straight.
What do you mean?
This is when you get to a level of success, when you getting 30, 40, 50,000 a show, you platinum, you running across the world. There's 3 different doors, right?
You ain't see that? I don't know. If I'm different, I may be. But you ain't see that?
Right? There's 3 different ways to walk.
Hold on, Jad. I'm bugging? Am I tripping? What you doing? Is this something? What are you doing? Because if it's 3, you just need 3. 4 and 3. Like, what is that? 13? Letter M? Like, I don't know. Anyway, let me.
3 different doors, right? There's 3 different ways to walk. There's to the left. There's to the right, and then there's straight. Straight is you're on your own. Let's see if you continue this success, young man. Let's see if
Okay. So funny that he mentioned this and how my mind thinking, just to kind of like continue with the dialogue. Jay-Z got a line. He say, I came to the fork in the road and went straight. Now, wait.
it was all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that.
Okay.
You went straight.
Let's see, when he said it, when you went, I don't know, maybe that's just how he throw his fingers up. But I might be analyzing too much because right now the microscope is up.
See that.
Okay.
You went
You see that, man? How he did that? I'm not gonna keep rewinding it either
Okay.
you went
because I can't even catch it. Like, you know.
it was all about your skills, young man. Let's really see that.
Okay.
You went
Yeah.
straight. To the right, I'm not sure if that's the homo shit right there. And then there's to the left, I'm not sure if there's some sacrifice shit going on right there. I'm not sure because I went straight. But I was offered these doors.
It's just you were
He said I was offered these doors.
some gay shit.
I don't. No. I'm saying that to the right when I seen it, those was those guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Those.
Who? What guys? How you know what these guys look like? What guys are you talking about?
Different people, which I have no problem with. You know, that's y'all. You feel me? And I just chose to go straight, and I haven't been platinum since.
The incident is hilarious. Oh man, that's funny. Okay. So there's a lot of takeaways from that, right? But like I said, I wasn't gonna be in too long. But there's some interesting things that happened today, even in the world of sports when you tie into it. Like I was in Manhattan today, outside of Madison Square Garden, and the Rangers were favored, and there was a group back in the day that was signed. This is Illmatic. I have a pop-up on my screen right now that is really annoying, but it's my fault. So I can't see. Y'all can't see it, but it's preventing me from opening up the YouTube right now the way I need to. So give me about a half a second and then it'll go away. It's an alert from my odd screen from my sports picks, on which today had the Rangers. We had the Rangers only because they were really like the favorite and we wanted them to win. We didn't really have a reason for betting a favorite, such a big favorite that it doesn't really seem to have their shit together. But we did. I'm going to the city tomorrow. They got these vegan brownies. I'm gonna go back and get those. You heard? They don't have them in Brooklyn. I know I'm not supposed to be eating that kind of stuff because it's really not healthy either. And I need to focus on healing. All right, so this screen is about to close up for me now, right here, and then I can show what I need to show. Okay, great. All right. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah. The Rangers. Right? Let me see something. See what you can see when they first, if they got a first joint when they first came. I don't remember when they first dropped a CD though, but I'm gonna look. But it's funny that the Rangers lost today. That's all I was really getting at. But the Knicks won, or the Knicks didn't cover, and the Knicks were playing against Toronto. And Toronto, the Knicks and Toronto was the only game in the NBA today. This news came out yesterday, right? This news came out yesterday, and I'll go to look at the slate for NBA. And I only see the Knicks and Toronto, and all I can think is Drake and Jay-Z, right? But then when you look at football, Cincinnati, interestingly enough, now that made me think about Jaguar right now. Cincinnati and Dallas. Beyonce. Cincinnati, because Talib Kweli album where it goes, it was from the Natty, right? With High Tech. Tech is from Cincinnati. All right. But while the game was going on, I was saying that the way that the Knicks won at the end of the game and Cat going crazy, there's no way Dallas was going to win today, especially with the situation with Beyonce. Now the Knicks will hobble the Knicks. Yeah, they looked like they weren't going to win, but they also you like so you mean to tell me Drake Town going to win today? Because then the Drake in some shit too, and so they covered, right? So it was like a win-win or a lose-lose, depending on how you played the game. But Cat was showing out at the end. Also, the clock stoppages at 24 seconds were interesting in NBA and in NFL. I don't like pointing out that I see these things because then I'm like, then they might start switching it up. But this shit is all the time. It was 81. It was 108 with 24 seconds on the clock. 81 or 18, like Kobe. Like people say these shits ain't real, but I see this shit all the time. And I'm not the only one. I communicate with people that see it. And that's why I'm saying it right now. So people be like, yo, what are you talking about? And if you don't understand, then it's cool. But because I don't even understand. I don't understand. So that's why I talk about it like, yo, what is this? Am I seeing something here? I mean, I could know that I'm seeing something here, but I'm still asking people because I want their perspective of what it is that they see, if they see similar things. Because what is sight, right? Is it what you see with your eyes exclusively, or is there something more? So this is a song right here. Came out on the second album. However, let's see something here. See if they have like I don't know why I went down this rabbit hole. Salute to the Rangers, man. Bars and have. All right, all hip hop brand a story on them. All right, discography. All right, let's go to the story from all hip hop. Rap duo consisting of Wise and Have. And rest in peace to Nikki Giovanni. Thank you, Nikki Giovanni, for your poetry, your literature, your inspiration. You definitely need to be celebrated. And I don't mean celebrated in like a yeah, because look, she could have been a dirty bitch for all we know, respectively. But what I mean is the actions put forth, understanding it, studied, I should say that, studied. Because I mean that the work is done. The work is done, right? So let's go back and let's see, was she really a mastermind? I'm thinking she was. You know, my heart of hearts is saying that Nikki Giovanni was one of the ones, especially like looking at the timing of her passing is really illmatic. All of this stuff to me is all connected to me personally. What about you? Do you think it's all connected? Do you think none of it is connected? Do you think I'm talking a bunch of shit? Do you think some of this shit makes sense to you? Like, are you like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you getting to a point? Yeah, my point is a 30-year deal, and that's what I'm thinking about right now. So I'm just checking on some things in real time before I get up off of here and get focused on what I need to be focused on, because this is definitely not it. All right, they broke into the music as a part of the Carter faculty and management under Rockefeller Records. Rap Zero. I was trying to get a year. All right. That's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But if you want to read up on more on Wise and a Half, please visit here. Prodigy. That's what's up. Back on all platforms. Good. I need to go listen to. I was playing today. I played Dirty New Yorker by Mobb Deep today on my Instagram page. The irony. All right, Nikki Giovanni. Checking Nikki Giovanni out real quick while we here. Again, Nikki Giovanni was a pioneer, poet, activist, educator. She have something to do with what's the joint that Nikki, Whoopi Goldberg is in? Her debut poetry collection was published in 1968. Okay. Feeling Black Tongue. Okay, so we gotta go back and listen to that. Go back and get that. Gotta go back and get that. You understand? This is how we build history. This is how you build. I know some of you are probably already hip, but I'm not hip. So I gotta become hip. Nicki Minaj. Oh my gosh. Okay. Archive. Get crazy then. Get crazy then. Archive.org. If you don't know about archive.org, listen, this is where they stash everything, you heard. Get on here before they get up out of here, you heard. This is what we doing. One day we might read this on the channel, you heard. Let me see, open it up some more. Let's go some Nikki Giovanni, you heard. Okay, this is some more of the intro. Nikki Giovanni is a person who loves, who feels great truths and tells them. She does so in her poetry. Muhammad speaks. Oh, there's a write-up on her. Nikki Giovanni has the skill of the written word, the skill of the beauty and the power of words, and the ugliness of words and the weakness of words. Words are usually so much scribbling on the naked paper. People like Nikki Giovanni make them more. They make them convictions, commitments, truths, sometimes not so pretty. They make them Black realities. Tuesday Magazine. Interesting, right up. This Black sister is at her poetic best when she relates the observations that only a Black woman can take the time to understand and intuitively appreciate. In Nikki Rosa, she presents a remembrance approaching the same degree of sensitivity and empathy as a Black poet laureate, Gwendolyn Brooks. All right, big praise. I mean, this is our book. It's our book, right? So, the father of the new Black poetry is, of course, Leroy Jones, but there are others who are beginning to have an impact on their own. Among these are Nikki Giovanni, sometimes gentle, sometimes angry, and always moving. Julius Lester, Guardian. That was tough. Them write-ups are tough. So this is something you got to get into, man. Well, this is something I'm going to get into, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to feel what she was talking about, especially at them times. Because, see, this is from the time that predates my mama and them thinking. You know, my mama and them wasn't her age at this time. they were a little younger. So this is like my aunties in them age, you know. So I would say something like that. And my mom was like the baby, one of the baby girls. All right, so we get no more pages. We get no more pages out of here. Yeah. This is the last. Oh, this is the last page. Oh, so we did it. Oh, we didn't skip through. We didn't skip through. Zoom out. Zoom out. Okay, so we can't. Okay, copy. So they're not gonna show you what's inside. But okay, but sometimes you find you could like I have some stuff here. I'm not gonna show you what it is, but I got some stuff in here that is open to the public, and I'm just trying to strip it all before they remove it. Old website that I used to travel through, research, get great information from is there. Okay, so let's just get into my 30 year thing and then I'm done, right? Okay, so buddy over here, right? You mentioned the 30-year thing. So let's
Count to say. I think Tina knows.
find it.
And said that another singer watched them. The fact of the matter is that Jaguar Wright was given an opportunity in Hollywood to be a backup singer for Jay-Z. And then she signed a deal with the devil to take out a loan, which is money and debt to produce an album. A part of that, this is before Rock Nation was born the way it is. This is before the commercial advertisement deals and stuff is. Jay-Z wasn't at that level to do business like that. But Jaguar Wright, she produced an album, cost them millions and millions of dollars, and when the album dropped, it flopped. They didn't make money back on that entity. They put in a Coca-Cola commercial, paid her, and then also tried to get back the money for that particular entity.
Is this true? Did Jaguar put out an album? Let me look this up. I never knew she had an album. I mean, see how easy to get sidetracked? Because this is not what I'm supposed to be looking up. But I just want to make sure. Ain't what you want, baby. Boom, boom. Denial, delusions, and decision. What a title. Interesting. Okay, so this is the title. Okay. Why didn't it go anywhere? Because I know people are like, yeah, you don't rock with Jaguar. You want to see her phone. It ain't that. I just want receipts. So for a lot of what you say, there should be receipts or there should be a different course of action taking place. At least from my perspective. But if it's not, then these questions aren't like attacks. They could seem like it, and I guess maybe you get in defense mode when they come, or you just do what you do, and you do what you do. You do what you do. Geffen, I remember Geffen used to be downtown Brooklyn over there by Spring Street, because I used to be in Spring Street. I actually used to go around Spring Street the year after John Forte left from over Spring Street, and I never knew why they used to act like that around Spring Street towards. Well, I kind of knew, but I kind of thought it was because we were the only ones that looked like us around by Spring Street. Right? There was a Club Envy that we would go to on Wednesdays. Club Envy on Wednesday. They used to be open on Wednesdays and Sundays. Sundays was the more crazy elite. And I don't mean elite like, but I mean like high level, like Tunnel. They got memories. People talk about the Tunnel like crazy. I couldn't go to the Tunnel because I had to watch my little brother, like my aunt work, and I like to be in the house, period. So, you know, it was no sneak, it was no, and I never wanted to try to sneak and go to the tunnel underage. And then some shit happened, especially like I had big bros and shit that used to be out there, and I knew that wasn't where I needed to be, you know. And again, my situation was set up for me to not be in the tunnel. There was no way I was getting tunnel. So when I got old enough to be outside and party on my own, a place where I went a lot was Envy around by Spring Street, but there was other places in that area, like where Forte used to hustle. There's a spot not too far from there. If y'all know the story about John Forte, who was down with the Fugees. And how did I even get here? Because of Geffen Records, right? That's the only reason. Because when I used to get off the train, you see Geffen right there. You talk about the Jizza, you talk about Mary J. Blige. And now we got also now you see Chag. So you go down there. They used to go to the spot and get it in. They used to be like playing one more time, Daft Punk and all that, and it'd go up in there, up like you meet in some of the most exclusive, fire, different type of people from all around the world, and then you're like, yo, this is great. Like this is amazing. Like you just having the time of your life. Like grown bad women just grabbing you and like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But in the midst of all that, you got people going up to you like, yo, you got that, you got that. And you're like, nah. And you're like, yo, why they always doing that? Like, you can't go to a spot and be like, and rest in peace to one of my guys, man. He just passed not too long ago. He used to be with us. He used to love that Daft Punk record like nobody's business. And that's why it was so dope because we straight from the hood. We straight from the start. But we would be outside in different arenas, different venues. Like I said, we go to Envy and be in there, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of crazy shit used to be playing in there, partying, drinking with Black Rob and all that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Easy Mo Beat DJing, Goldfinger DJing in there. Sometimes downstairs they had the underground style music downstairs, and it'd be sometimes Stretch Armstrong might be down there spinning. So you could vibe out on your boot camp click downstairs. And upstairs, it was more of the big records, you know, more of the party tunes. Like, of course, in my mind is coming to Bad Boy because I'm, you know, seeing Kevin Garnett in there with his peoples. Remember one Thanksgiving weekend, it was so packed. It was like the club would bust if you do open the door, like somebody will fall out. Like that's how packed it was. And remember Stephon pulled up and he had his mans with him. And he was like, Steph, you good. Them niggas gotta pay. He was like, they got money. And it was so yeah, we was laughing so hard. Me and my bro, we was standing there waiting to get in. This was an amazing era, an amazing time in hip hop music. I remember Envy. It was Fat Joe having a party one day. We was out there, and it was no sneakers. And Redman was driving by, and Redman wanted to go to the party. And Redman had no sneakers. I think he got in. Redman was pretty huge at the time, and it was just a funny thing. So all of this shit I'm speaking, it's verifiable. These guys might say they don't remember or they remember or whatever the case may be. I don't gotta make this shit up. I don't give a fuck about this shit like that. Making up stories. This is my first-hand accounts. A lot of this shit that I'm speaking right here. Remember seeing Fredjo when I'm outside. And Envy used to be the wave. They don't talk about Envy. Envy was the wave. I'm talking about NBA players every time they came and played the Knicks. Yo, that's why I don't understand what's going on these days. Who was it? Ron Mercer now we seen out there. Yo, son, it used to be a movie all the time. And that's why what happened? What happened? What happened, yo? Oh man, love yourself. I remember Jaguar singing a joint on "Love Yourself" down in Wetlands. I'm kind of just went all over the place, right? But again, all right. She dropped this in 20. Gosh. Yo, Jag. All right. All right. That's an L title. Ain't nobody playing. Release. I can't wait. What is I heard of this record. I don't remember none of those songs though. No disrespect. I just it was never what I got into. I go back to this channel because I want to get to that 30. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of also channel like that. I mean, we didn't sell our soul, you know, and by me, by we, um, that's a whole other video. Man. Mm, Insanity. No, he not bullshitting though. Right. That's a Biggie song too, right? Mm, it's crazy. I'm trying to see if he talk about. That was my comment. You know, I put in the chat too. I was like, damn, he mentioned Taraji. Actually saw Taraji on the set before. Yeah, energy was immaculate. Like I love Taraji type energy. Like you know what I'm saying? You don't know somebody, but you're like, yo, I love them. Like that. I was like, yo, but like the total opposite, like I wrote in this chat, was when J Lo was on the set that I was on. I mentioned that before as well. And the energy cold, boy. That's just my experience. Maybe for others it's different. And I also wrote in the chat about being on that set and it being in a cemetery on set with um, J Lo. J Lo ran a production. To the best of my knowledge, she was the director or producer of the show, and like a police show. Let me see some. Police TV show. Because it ain't that hard to. You know what I'm saying, what's the name? Shades of Blue. Okay, yeah, Shades of Blue. Shades of Blue. Now let me see some. Shades cemetery. See if this pops up. Oh, I forgot Ray Liotta worked on that shit. And this the show where he got buried. Was it? What was that? What's going on that episode? I worked on this joint, and I think they was burying Ray Liotta ass. Right? I think that's what happened on this joint. But there was a scene in the cemetery with and when we got done shooting that shit, why they had to have a real ambulance come out there? I don't know what happened exactly, but it was pitch black. We didn't get off the scene till like midnight at like 12. We worked that whole night. It's crazy. And the real ambulance pulled up. And it was just weird. It was weird because something was going on. It was just spooky. I was like, yeah, my shit over. I was you 13. Yeah, I mean, and again, that number is just stands out. I don't know that was the age. I don't think that was the age. See, he knows. He knows. He knows. That is that song definitely. I want to go there. We could go there. I'm gonna have to make a whole new channel for this type of shit. I'm telling you, so it could get crazy. Nah, he ain't bullshit. That's a hard song. Yo, I'm not even mad at what he's saying. I'm glad he said it. So now we can get to what I saw earlier. So what I did was this. I looked up Denzel Washington, right? Because it is, I said, what year that came out? 2001. 2001, right? What year did Training Day come out? Come on, type in the chat for me, somebody. Let me know when Training Day came out. So this is where, all right? So we're gonna go and we're gonna count back. And Training Day came out. And the reason why does Training Day stand out amongst all of the films to me? All right. Well, the reason why Training Day stands out to me is because there was a scene in this movie that threw me off. Right? This is available online because again, this is a Okay, let's go and see. Let's see if we can guesstimate the right one real quick. Because if this is it, then okay. So we know what happened. We know what happened, right? I try to be. Here we go. Here we go. I forgot it was the other. And here we go again. This is fair use only for educational, entertainment, and educational, entertainment, and fair use, all day fair use. What year did this film come out? Okay. So it seems normal now, right? Desensitized now, are we? But when this first came out, this shit was bogged out to me. I was like, yo, bro. Now, did this trip you out when you first saw it or not? Maybe it just was like, okay, whatever. It's just. But the thing that was trippy to me was that never before did I see Denzel in a role where he had to degrade himself. Although to me this was like his best role that he ever played. Right? I'm watching the film. I'm like, yo, this shit is the best shit I've ever seen from Denzel. But then they had to put that in there. So I was like, damn, you couldn't have played in the best role you ever played in, even though it was a villain, and not get shot in the ass. And then on top of that, you get the Oscar. So then I'm like, you never got an Oscar for Malcolm X. He played the Philadelphia shit. He played enough shit that was dope. But okay, this one it was Oscar worthy. But then why did he have to get shot in the ass? She didn't have to get shot in the ass. Didn't have to. Could have got shot in the leg. Got got shot in the elbow. Why the ass? Then you get the Grammy. So that was the thing that stood out to me. So that's why I went to this particular film. So I said, let me go back 30 years prior. So typed in 1981 Denzel. And I didn't even know Denzel was out in 1981. And this is the shit that tripped me out. Carbon copy. So Denzel starred in a film. His debut was 1981. I thought that was J.J. Evans on cover. 1981. So am I? What do we say? What do we say? I just want to see a larger photo of this, just to make out like the other actor too. All right, so is that the biggest thing? Give me a picture. So is it me? Carbon copy. in 1981. Is it me? Some let me know. Like, let me know. Am I tripping? Who are the actors? But this is just so trippy to me. Like 30 years. It's really so because to me, after this, I didn't really watch too much more of the Denzel movies. After Training Day, he got the Oscar. I was out of it. Then after that, he played another like, and someone did a breakdown of Denzel's career of how he plays kind of the same role, just kind of like evolves. And says like, Sam Jack has more range and stuff like that. It was this type of an argument. But I don't remember going back to this film. Or maybe I do, but maybe then it just didn't relate because I've never seen it and don't think about it. And this would be before I could remember anyway. Like I remember 1981, you know. But I'm just baffled that this literally came up. So let me do some homework on this film. Let's talk about the film. Let's get into the film. We are gonna go to, let's just do it. Why not? Directed by Michael Schultz, produced by RKO Pictures and Hemdale Film Corporation, released by Avco Embassy Pictures. The film stars George Siegel, Susan Saint, Jack Warden, and Denzel Washington in his film acting debut. It was the first feature film produced by RKO after breaking many years. And what? I lost my job, my house, my Rolls Royce. My family left me. What else could possibly go wrong? Dad, what is this about? It's an adaptation of Stanley Shapiro's 1970 play, The Engagement Baby, which starred Barry Nelson and Clifton Davis. That's the OG right there. Yeah, y'all know that face, right? Yeah. There's no place like home. With your family around you, that around you. Yeah, you don't need to know that there ain't no place like it, no place like it, ain't no place like me to believe it. Yeah, there's no place like home. That song was so fire. Definitely no place, child. All right, that's what he was on, right? 227. I hope so. That sounded crazy. All right, plot. Roger Porter, a 17-year-old African American man, is the long lost son of Walter Whitney, a successful businessman living in the exclusive, predominantly white community of San Marino, California. Walter, who is secretly Jewish, lives a frustrating life and is in his gated community, and he constantly has to beg his wife Vivian for intercourse and has put up with his obnoxious, disrespectful stepdaughters, Marianne's antics. Roger turns up at Walter's once revealing. Hold up. Roger turns up at Walter's office, revealing that he is. Who the fuck is Walter? Wait a minute. What's going on? Oh, Roger's the fuck man. Denzel character. Okay, I got lost in the whole conversation. Roger turns up at Walter's office, revealing that he is the result of Walter's long ago relationship with a black woman, Lorraine Porter, who is now dead. The only person who knew about Roger's mother was Walter's anti-Semitic racist father-in-law and boss, Nelson Longhurst, who had made Walter change his surname from Weisenthal, and who, upon discovering Walter and Lorraine's engagement, had implicitly threatened to fire Walter if he continued the relationship. Walter, unaware of Roger, had written her a letter seeking to put the relationship on hold. Lorraine never answered, but Roger received a letter from his Aunt Clara upon his mother's death. Although dismayed and resentful of Roger's presence, Walter tries to make it up to Roger, telling Vivian that he wants to have Roger live with him for the summer as a foster son. She ultimately accepts, but immediately regrets the decision after she found out about Roger's real relationship with Walter. She kicks Walter out, and Nelson fires him, and Walter refuses to disown Roger, taking his card and his credit cards. His lawyers and erstwhile best friend says that he will be representing Vivian in the divorce, but gives him a referral to another lawyer, Bob Garvey, who is African American. Garvey tells him that all of the money is in only Vivian's and Marianne's name, so all he really has left of the money in his wallet, $68. Walter checks into a sleazy motel with Roger and is unable to get a corporate job or loan because Nelson, as all the business leaders in town, blacklist him. A determined Walter ultimately takes a job shoveling horse manure in a stable after in a stable after telling Garvey to have Roger find him a cheap furnished apartment. Roger hots Walter's golf clubs to finance their move into a rundown apartment in Watts, Los Angeles. Walter announced they will part company as soon as Roger gets a job. While Roger's out, Vivian and Nelson visit him in his apartment, telling Walter they miss him, admiring his durability amidst his extreme hardships, and plan to treat him better than before while looking after Roger so Walter can leave him without guilt. He chooses to take the deal, but when, after they leave, a cop chases Roger on suspicion of criminal activity, Walter creates a diversion and gets arrested in Roger's place. Roger visits Walter in jail and tells him that he never wants anything material from Walter, but simply wished that he would accept him as his son. Upon returning to San Marino with his job and family restored, Walter is dismayed by Nelson's unwillingness to help and walks out on him, dismissing Nelson's threats. As he seeks to meet Roger again, Garvey reveals that Roger did not drop out but graduated high school at 16 and is pre-med student at Walter's old alma mater, Northwestern. He takes Walter to where Roger is at the side of the road working on his car. Walter tells him that he has plans to go work for an old acquaintance in order to live nearby Roger, and finally lets Roger call him dad. After a few moments later, he decides to go immediately and stay with Roger's Aunt Clara as a full part of Roger's life. As the movie ends, Walter proudly rides along in Roger's jalopy. Okay, very interesting. Paul Winfield is also in the movie as Bob Garvey. Okay. Very interesting. So this seems like there's all right, so interesting film. I'm not going to get into the breakdown of it, but I do find it interesting that it is 1981 and that Training Day was exactly 30 years later. And after that, I just think it's just filler. I'm not saying that now is he gonna go to. I just think that it's his time up. Is his deal up? Is he back to being a regular person again? Like in the movie, like it was kind of trippy where he deja vu, where he died and then he walked away. Is that what he did in real life? Kind of, sort of. Because you hear his voice on all of these voiceovers about being good and being positive and being strong and all this. So is he back to being a regular person? A Boogie voice. All right, with that being said, I'm off this, man. It's been far too much time spent on this. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you liked the video. If you got any questions, I'll stick around. Please type it in the chat. If you don't want to type it in the chat, I can respect your privacy. You can email me. I'll keep your email confidential. info@dailyspreadpodcast.com. info@dailyspreadpodcast.com. You can email me about whatever business ideas, networking, advertisement and consulting. If you need any consulting on any health, wealth, info on whatever. I might not look to help this, but I might know something that might be able to help you. So don't let that go over your head now. All right, with that being said, salute to you who were here for the live. And for those of you who wants to replay, salute to you as well. I am Chuck Styles. This has been an episode of Air Hustle Into the Streets HD. 30 years. It's the 30-year deal up. Is that what the deal is? Health and wealth to all of the families involved in these situations. Wishing people the best and wishing all of us out of the sickness of the madness that is plaguing us as a whole since King Hatchet was a hammer, as my aunt would say. All right, bang it out. 1.